Heart, technique, strength. New Japan Pro Wrestling's athletes might compete in two different weight classes, but these core tenets drive both heavyweights and junior heavyweights in their quest for superiority. That superiority is symbolized through two tournaments steeped in history, both seeing major finals in December 2020. As we count down to Best of the Super Junior 27 and Super J-Cup 2020, let's look at the factors that created generations of junior heavyweight aces. With a weight limit of 100 kilograms, the junior heavyweights have been thrilling NJPW fans since the promotion's inception. Tatsumi Fujinami and the original Tiger Mask innovated and defined a generation of athletes and drew global attention. International wrestlers like Dynamite Kid and Owen Hart would make the trip to Japan to tangle with the best and join the ground floor of an exciting new style. Yet it was 1994 that proved to be a seminal year for junior heavyweight wrestling. 5 years since his introduction to NJPW in the Tokyo Dome, Jushin Thunder Liger had grown from spectacle to sensation, and his rivalry with Naoki Sano helped put the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship firmly on the map. Liger knew that though styles may be different, competitive spirit between weight classes was the same. In that spirit, he faced IWGP Heavyweight Champion Shinya Hashimoto in a classic in February 1994. Though Liger didn't win the match, he did prove his point and went on to show how junior heavyweight wrestlers could be a lead attraction for a major event. Super J-Cup saw 14 of the hottest junior heavyweight prospects from across Japan, regardless of promotional affiliation, come together for a classic one-night single elimination tournament. That wasn't all, as 1994 also saw the top of the Super Junior tournament rebranded as Best of the Super Junior, a league-based junior heavyweight equivalent to the G1 Climax that saw Liger victorious over Super Delphin in the first final. Before his career ended in January 2020, Liger would combine his record-setting 11 IWGP Junior Heavyweight title reigns with 2 BOSJ trophies and 2 Super J-Cup wins, but his position as enduring ace of the junior heavyweights didn't go undisputed. The Super J-Cup may have been Liger's brainchild in 1994, but it wasn't his trophy to take, as he found himself eliminated by a man making waves in the innovative Michinoku Pro promotion, Great Sasuke. Defining a dynamic blend of lucha libre and Japanese pro wrestling, Sasuke, together with men like Ultimo Dragon, Hayabusa, and the second Black Tiger Eddie Guerrero, brought stiff competition and the very best out of NJPW's juniors, like Liger and El Samurai. In stark contrast to those athletes were figures like Tatsuhito Takaiwa, Koji Kanemoto, and Shinjiro Otani, who brought no-nonsense power and strikes in the face of colourful and animated high-flying opposition. This clash in styles and philosophies brought fans to their feet, including in the 1997 Best of the Super Junior finals, where Kanemoto and El Samurai met in a classic that the two finalists of this year's BOSJ will attempt to match in the same venue of the Nippon Budokan on December the 11th. Kanemoto would lose that night in the Budokan, but won his first BOSJ the next year, going on to be the only 3-time winner of the tournament. As NJPW entered into the new millennium, however, a lot of change saw new faces come to the fore. Ryusuke Taguchi and Prince Devitt would carry the flag of champions raised in the NJPW dojo system, with each winning IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship Gold as well as the Super Junior trophy. Indeed, facing a near riot while standing alongside his brothers in the new faction of Bullet Club, Prince Devitt became only the second man after Liger in 2001 to win Best of the Super Juniors without facing a single loss in the entire campaign. Just as the 1990s saw outside competition fight for the spotlight though, so too did the 2000s and 2010s see the rise of a true melting pot within the junior heavyweight division. Best of the Super Juniors became a holy grail for junior heavyweight wrestlers from outside NJPW to compete, and eventually become woven into the New Japan fabric. Taichi, Milano Collection AT, Kenny Omega, and Kota Ibushi would impress in the tournament and eventually move to G1 Climax heavyweight success. Ibushi, in fact, the only wrestler to win the Grand Slam of Best of the Super Juniors, New Japan Cup, and the G1 Climax. Not once, but twice. In the mid-2010s, however, it was Kushida, himself an initial outsider to NJPW competition, that rose to the forefront. Best of the Super Junior success coming in 2015 and 2017, and the Super J-Cup in 2016, as well as 6 IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship reigns. As Best of the Super Junior 26 finalists Ospreay and Shingo Takagi now compete as heavyweights, and the legend of Liger is consigned to the history books, who takes that role in the new decade? Hiromu Takahashi exploded onto the scene in 2017 with an instant win over Kushida in the Tokyo Dome and captured Hearts, IWGP titles and the BOSJ trophy in 2018. Taiji Ishimori is the current IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. Cool, composed, and incredibly dangerous, adjectives that can also describe IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru, fresh off a win against Hiromu and Bushi. El Phantasmo, the 2019 Super J Cup winner who disrespected the legend of Liger to carve his own, looks to repeat the feat December 12 at Super J Cup 2020. Or the next standard bearer could be any one of their competitors, spanning tactical genius veterans like Ryusuke Taguchi and TJP, to newcomers like Master Wato and wrestlers like ACH, Chris Bay, Ray Horace, Leo Rush or Blake Christian, who continue to transcend promotional barriers in the spirit of competition. As Best of the Super Juniors kicks off November 15th, with the December 11th Nippon Budokan Finals immediately, followed by the stateside spectacular that is Super J Cup 2020. We'll find out all these answers live, on demand, and in English this winter on NJPW World, the king of sports streaming services.